We've got more wintry weather to talk about in the western United States. How about Reno, Nevada? Hard to see out there up at Mount Rose. Same story in Alta, Wyoming. The ski resorts, they're rejoicing, but I think my favorite camera, Mary, is down in Island Park, Idaho.
Yeah, I don't think you can get much better than that. If you're at the ski resort, it's snowing like that. I mean, that is just basically... That's basically what you pay for.
That's what they want.
That's what they want.
And they got it.
They got it. And we need the snow, not just across places like Wyoming, but the Wasatch into parts of Utah and also the Sierra Nevadas. That's where we're seeing a lot of snow, and that is where it's much needed.
That's right. It's really stacking up there. We've got winter weather alerts. Take a look at the very colorful map here. Again, we've got them from Southern California for tomorrow all the way up into Montana and Idaho.
That's right. So you'll notice those are widespread, and they're all the way south into parts of areas north of LA County. That's going to be taking place tonight and tomorrow, as some of that snow will start to materialize into Tuesday morning, and even areas for southern Nevada. So we are going to stack up with the snow, though, close to about 8 to 10 inches expected before we're all said and done with this system around Truckee to Lake Tahoe. That is where the snow is really dumping across the area. And you'll notice as we kind of zoom in, that's where also the heaviest of rain is falling east of San Francisco into the Sacramento Valley, where we're seeing some light to moderate showers in some of those locations. A little bit of a closer view along Interstate 80. If you're going to be traveling some of these routes, be mindful. You're going to be running into some spotty snow showers, nothing we can't handle. Also have some pretty gusty winds across the Intermountain West as well as you're kind of traveling over some of these high elevation mountain passes. The snow continues to fall for Pocatello, Idaho, and areas across the Wasatch. So just slowly starting to wind down in those locations. But look at that across Truckee into Lake Tahoe, west of Carson City. That is where the visibilities are certainly dropping to about 1/10 of a mile. So if you're going to be traveling Interstate 80 into some of these locations here in the next hour or so, you're going to be encountering some of those lower visibilities. Now, this system will continue to gain some energy. This will pull in into parts of the southwest, the Intermountain West, as we move right on through Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. This will also bring some rain to Las Vegas. And finally, Flagstaff is going to also be talking about some measurable precipitation here, beginning with a little rain and then transitioning to snow. And they are well behind for this time of year for measurable precipitation. So this is certainly some good news. This trough, though, and you can tell the mid to high level moisture is what water vapor shows you. So that is that trough digging across the west. This is going to transition into the threat for severe weather as we move through Tuesday afternoon, especially for Wednesday. And we're starting to see that uptick with severe weather this time of year. Check this video out in Arkansas. You can actually see this tornado depicted there in that video. Very scary sight, but we have to be mindful that we're getting into the severe weather season, Joe, and we did have the touchdown of this tornado causing extensive damage. Yeah, extensive damage there, extensive damage in Union City, Tennessee, and near Logan, Kentucky. Again, widespread concerns over the weekend, and we did see that come to pass, unfortunately. But we are going to be tracking more severe weather in perhaps that same exact area. As Mary just mentioned, we're going to see some of this energy as we look at the forecast here. Look at that. Some of those strong upper level winds with the jet stream pushing into parts of the mid-south as we get into Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. So there's going to be another round of severe weather. Even on Tuesday before the main event, we're likely to see that potential anyway for a few stronger storms. Dallas on over towards Shreveport and the Arklatex region. But here's what we've got our eyes set on for that major potential of severe weather. We have a slight risk out already, just a few days out from western Mississippi all the way back through northeast Texas, areas of Arkansas, areas of Louisiana, several cities like Shreveport, Little Rock, Greenville, talking about some of those severe weather concerns. Now, as we pump in the Gulf moisture, heavy rain will be a concern, not only with that severe weather threat, so kind of a double whammy, if you will. Heading into our Wednesday, we'll start off with some showers and storms in the area, more really developing later on. And again, we're likely to see some snow even up on the northern side of things into parts of the Midwest. Wisconsin, Iowa could see some heavier snow switching over into Chicago, but the heavy rain will persist from the southeast all the way up into the mid-Atlantic heading into Thursday. We don't need any more rain, lots of flooding. We take you to a view of the Miami River in Loveland, Ohio, overflowing its banks. Mary, a lot more heavy rain possible too. A lot more rain falling over these areas that are just overwhelmed. Local rivers, tributaries looking just like this that you're looking at in Loveland, Ohio. We've even had some record crests for places into Kalamazoo, Michigan with the Kalamazoo River. So all of these alerts are depicting some of these rivers that are at flood stage or just above flood stage. So as Joe was talking about, more of that moisture is going to be falling on top of all these saturated conditions. Now, the rain is a good thing. We need it because of the drought-stricken conditions across the Mid-South. But as we know, even the best medicine comes with those side effects, and this will be a side effect. So an additional 2 to 4 inches of rain here for areas north of Jackson, Mississippi, and certainly great for our drought-stricken conditions across the Arklatex. But be mindful of that flooding. We got more on your coast-to-coast forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us.